Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this post-report audio update. We had this all-important USDA report here at 11 o'clock a.m. Let's just review the numbers real quick. We had stocks in all positions for the third quarter, and corn came in at 5.295. This is $5,295 million. The average trade guess was $5,408. So we came in about $113 million lower than the average trade guess. If you take a look at last year, it was 4643, so we are about 652 million above last year, but smaller than what the trade was expecting. Soybeans, 1,061 million. What was the average trade guess? 1,046 million. So we were 15 million bushels above the average trade guess, and we're approximately 53 above last year. Last year was 8 million bushels, and we're at 1,061 million, which is 53 above last year's total amount of bushels at the end of the third quarter. Wheat was 920 versus 934, so 14 smaller, but about 65 larger than last year. Last year was 855, this year 920. Really supportive numbers for corn, neutral for beans, neutral for wheat. That's what we got from the grain stocks report, all positions in the third quarter. Now, when it came to acres, there wasn't many surprises there. However, the corn was almost identical to the March intentions report. You might remember the March intentions report had very little participation, or what we would consider a low participation number, and that was 95.338. Well, today we're 95.3. So, I mean, right on, within 38,000 acres. That is crazy close. We're about 308,000 acres higher than the average trade estimate, because it was at 94.992. We came in at 95.3. Now, soybeans were 85.4. The average trade guess was 85.369. So pretty much right on the mark from the average trade guess. The March intention report was 84.7. So we were about 700,000 acres larger than March, but right on track for what the average trade estimate was. Now, wheat was where the big surprise was. 43.858 was the average trade guess. Of course, March intentions was similar to that at 43.77, and we came in a full million acres below the March intentions report, and more than that below the average trade estimate. The average trade estimate was 43.858, and we were 42.7, so almost 1.2 million acres less. That's why wheat has been more supported than even corn or soybeans. All wheat acres, 42.7, is kind of a bullish factor here as we move forward, especially as we push past our 50% harvested and we get beyond harvest. We could see the market really move.